What's the true cost of non-enforcement in your HOA or condominium community? There's a concerning trend across many association boards that avoid covenant enforcement, believing they're keeping the peace, only to discover they've created a more complex problem. Today, I'm sharing insights into how forward-thinking communities have successfully reversed this pattern. Non-enforcement creates what industry professionals call the spiral of decline in community management. When boards avoid enforcing covenants, three significant consequences typically follow. First, property values begin to underperform compared to similar well-managed communities. Second, board turnover accelerates as resident frustration mounts. And third, legal expenses increase as resident disputes escalate without structured resolution. These patterns emerge consistently in communities where enforcement has lapsed. A strategic approach to enforcement begins with proper prioritization. Community management experts recommend categorizing violations into three tiers typically. First tier, high visibility, high impact violations that affect property values. Second tier would be compliance issues affecting limited areas or specific sections of the community. And the third tier would be technical violations with minimal community impact. This tiered framework helps boards focus resources where they matter most while building credibility through consistent application. And by addressing high impact violations first, boards can demonstrate value while gradually restoring complete compliance. There's a fundamental reason why professional management changes the enforcement equation. When enforcement comes from management companies rather than directly from the board, resolution rates increase significantly as the personal element is removed, and board members report higher satisfaction when they're freed from direct enforcement duties. Who wants to be on neighbor police patrol? Resident compliance tend to happen faster when there's professional notifications as well. And plus, that's often required within the governing documents of your community. So this reflects a key insight. Effective enforcement requires psychological distance between neighbors and enforcers. Effective management companies implement a three-phase communication approach that transforms enforcement from confrontational to collaborative. The first phase would be educational rollout that reframes enforcement as community investment protection. The second phase, implementation of a soft start notification protocol that reduces resident defensiveness. And the third phase would be application of compliance incentives that encourage positive participation. Communities that adopt this type of structured approach, or something like it, usually see substantial improvements in compliance rates. The complete implementation includes documentation templates, psychological framing techniques, and creates a more harmonious community environment. The restoration process works best when followed in a structured 90, 180, 365 roadmap. That's a timeline for rebuilding community standards without triggering resident revolt. You gotta boil the frog slowly, especially if you've gone really far in the we don't enforce anything scenario. So this approach identifies specific milestone targets at each phase with clear outcomes to track progress. And what's particularly valuable is how this structured approach reduces board liability. In communities where enforcement has lapsed, a measured restoration approach versus attempting immediate full enforcement significantly reduces potential legal exposure. Communities that thrive are those that view enforcement not as rule policing, but as asset protection. And when properly implemented with the right professional guidance, enforcement transforms from a board burden to a community benefit. Professional management companies understand these principles and apply them consistently, producing measurable results in property values, resident satisfaction, and board effectiveness. If you found this perspective valuable, I invite you to connect with us. For our Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for links to our website where you'll find our published works on community management, board excellence, and our unique management philosophy. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.